Talk to that dude? Have
That's
you
a
said
good
thank
question.
you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Tell him thank you for what? Girl, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that man. The Hawk Tuah girl starts her villain arc. All right, so we're all familiar with the Hawk Tuah girl, Haley Welsh. And I hate to say this, but my girl started a crypto coin, a meme coin to be specific, and she scammed people. Yep, she pulled a Boogie 2988. She pulled a rug pull basically. So let's go ahead and cue the clip. Let's roll the clip.
Have you talked to that dude? Have
That's
you
a
said
good
thank
question.
you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Making you famous?
All right, actually, starting in the beginning, this is where I noticed the shift. So do you remember the black guy that recorded the interview with this girl that made her famous? You know, you see a little screenshot there with the black guy holding the mic to the girl. This is what made her famous. This moment in time. And she is not grateful at all. Let me rewind this. Listen to her.
Talk to that dude? Have
That's
you
a
said
good
thank
question.
you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Tell him thank you for what? Girl, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that man. The very least you owe him is a thank you. Let me rewind that one more time.
Talk to that dude? Have
That's
you
a
said
good
thank
question.
you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Making you famous?
Well, see, we reached out to him and I asked him to stop posting those videos, and he never did. He blocked us all and everything. So I'm not telling him thank you for anything.
Oh, wow.
Really? So you reached out to go, hey, would you chill on that? And he blocked you?
Because, I mean, he'd post one, I'd be like, oh, that's it. Here would come another one. A few days later, I was like, man, maybe that's it. Here would come another one. Then just so on.
So in the beginning, you just wanted it to all go away and make it stop, and you just continue life at home and at the spring factory. And then now, since he wouldn't stop,
Here
you're
I
just
am.
like, okay, what does this make possible for me?
Yep.
All right, so first of all, this girl added like a whole bunch of stuff that Haley did not say. Like Haley did not say anything about Haley did not say anything about well, let me rewind this. What did she say?
Life at home and at the spring factory. And then now, since he wouldn't stop,
Here
you're
I
just
am.
like, okay, what does this make possible for me?
Yep.
Yeah, like to me it sounds like Haley wanted him to take down the videos, and he didn't, because that's the kind of videos he uploads, like him interviewing random girls outside the bar. And that video went viral, so why would he take it down after it went viral? Like, I mean, I understand it. Like maybe, Haley didn't want, maybe Haley was embarrassed over the fact that she went viral for saying spit on that thing. But once it's out there, it's out there. Like if he would have taken it down, somebody else would have uploaded the video, and they would have reaped all the income and all the reward. So like at that point, he had no choice but to keep it up. So I don't blame him for keeping it up. I can understand her being upset at the beginning, but the fact that she capitalized off that moment, she should be forever grateful. Like that one moment in time changed her entire future. And even if she's mad at the guy, at the very least, I think she owes him a thank you. You know what? Even more than that, at the very least, she just shouldn't say anything negative about him. Like even if she is mad at him, she should just say, yeah, I said thank you, and then keep it moving. Like I don't think she should say anything negative.
Yep.
I have questions.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, this is CoffeeZilla, and he's a famous YouTuber who's known for exposing these crypto scams. And we recently had him earlier in the year. We had him when we went over the Boogie 2988 story, and Boogie did the same thing. Released a crypto coin that was a scam, and it was just something he did for a quick buck. And Haley's doing the same thing, but I would say with Haley, it's way worse because he has a much bigger fan base. So Boogie, Boogie's at least trying now. Like, I'm not gonna say anything too negative about him, but I feel like Haley, she has such a bigger fan base, but also like a younger fan base. Like Boogie's fan base tends to be like, older, older internet dudes, where like Haley, she has, like, young people, like teens and stuff, people that don't know about crypto. So I feel like it's a little worse. I might be wrong about that, but anyways, yeah. So she releases the coin, and the coin gets it gets bought out and then sold instantly. So like the value of the coin goes up within a few minutes and then drops all the way down. So like they schedule this Twitter call to explain what happened, and CoffeeZilla enters the call. So let's go ahead and listen to a little bit of this.
I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No. That's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
All right, so this guy that's saying that's not true, some guy named Doc Hollywood, I think. And this guy, like, based off his voice and the way he carries himself in this call, you can tell this guy's just a scammer. Like, he sounds like a used car salesman. Like, you can just, like, the fact that Haley went into business with this dude, like, this is the dude running the whole thing. Like to Haley, this was just a paycheck, but this dude, this was the guy behind the whole scam. So like most of the blame is on him, but some of the blame is also on Haley for like getting into bed with these guys, because like you can like the second like this guy called her to set up this whole like coin, she should have known something was up based off the way this guy carries himself.
It's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We could answer that.
You know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's
so there actually was insider trading. So like the thing with the blockchain is everything's very visible. Like that's the whole point of the blockchain, is transparency. So CoffeeZilla could see that the people selling this crypto coin for high prices didn't buy them. So they were given these coins and then they sold them for high prices. And yeah, so it's very obvious that these guys were insiders because they didn't buy the coin. They just had them already in their wallets at launch. And this guy isn't going to, this guy does a terrible job of trying to explain that.
How much did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make? And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme. Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme.
Who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that 1.8 million?
It's a foundation. No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
I'm telling you, a foundation.
Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
Actual, like,
hey guys,
income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But
all right, so this is how the call ended. First of all, they kicked CoffeeZilla off. They muted him, so they didn't want to deal with him anymore. And like this guy Nick is about to ask a question, and Haley's just gonna be like, "All right, well, it's my bedtime. I gotta go later."
Like,
hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
And that's how the call ended. and what's funny is Haley sounds like a cartoon character. Like in that call, she sounds like Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. It's actually kind of funny. But yeah, those words, she's gonna go to bed, those were the last words she spoke. That was like 2 weeks ago, and she still hasn't tweeted a single thing or like made any public appearance since then. Those are her last words. So we haven't heard from Haley as of the recording of this late night show. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully she lawyers up. I mean, even though I say that, but has anybody gone to jail for pulling a crypto scam? Like I feel like all these guys get away with it. Like it's like because there's no regulations with crypto, they're just allowed to get away with it. I don't know what to say. It seems like Like Boogie didn't go to jail. Like Boogie's still out here. Logan Paul didn't go to jail. He's still out here after his thing with the crypto zoo. Like, so I don't know. It seems like nobody goes to jail. So if Haley does end up going to jail, she would be the first person to go to jail over this, and I don't see that happening. But anyways, I don't see any chatter, so we'll go ahead and move on to our fifth story of the night.
Introducing the Late Night Show with your host Cuddy Bino. Live streamed every Sunday night at midnight. Search Cuddy Bino on YouTube to catch the first episode.